Today your objective is the students will learn the multiply, diamond, divide, slide method in order to factor trinomials with leading coefficients not equal to 1. So the trinomials that we've been working with happen to be quadratics, and in our case today the a is not going to be equal to 1, so we can't use the diamond method. This is page 7, 8, 9, and 10 in your packet. You should technically already have pages 1 through 6 done. Remember, at the end of the unit, your packet needs to be completed, correct, and turned in. So today we'll do notes, practice, and then you should have time to finish pages 1 through 10. Alright, the first thing you want to do is identify what you're trying to factor. So we are trying to factor 2x squared plus 11x plus 5. So I think the best thing to do is identify your a and your b's and your c's. So your a is 2, your b is 11, and your c is 5. Okay? The first step is the m, so you're going to multiply your a times your c, which would be 2 times 5 to get 10. And then you're going to rewrite your equation in this form, x squared plus bx, which is now going to be 11x, plus whatever a times c is, which was 10. And now you're going to use the diamond method to help you factor that. So we have to multiply to 10, add to 11. So those two numbers are 1 and 10, and then we're just going to rewrite like this. Okay? Alright, the next one is to divide, and notice I have an asterisk there because you really need to remember to simplify. So you're going to divide by your original a, which in our case, our original a was 2. So sometimes I write this step ahead. So 1 divided by 2, and you're going to be doing 10 divided by 2. And then in the actual box, I just write the simplified answer, which would be x plus 1/2 times x plus 5, because 10 divided by 2 is 5. And then your last step, you're going to slide the denominator, which really means you're going to multiply the denominator by the variable. So the 2 is the denominator. It's going to slide over in front of the x. So now we have a 2 times an x plus 1. And 5 is over 1. If you slid a 1, it wouldn't change anything. So you can just leave that as x plus 5. And then those would be your two factors of your original equation. So I think you should be able to do this one following the steps along. Try to do that one on your own. So I will do, let's do number 2 together. So again, your first step, I would identify your a. So in our case, a is 8, b is 13, and c is 5. Your first step is to multiply a times c, x squared. So you rewrite everything in terms of x squared plus 13x. And then a times c would be 8 times 5, which is 40. So if you need to make that note, oh dear, this is really sloppy, a times c, which was 8 times 5. Okay? The next thing you're going to do is you are going to apply the diamond method to that. So we want to multiply to 40. But add to 13. So those two numbers are 9, just kidding, 8 and 5. Okay? So now you're going to rewrite as x plus 8, x plus 5. Okay. And now you're going to divide and simplify. So you're dividing by your original a, which in our case was 8. And then I'm just going to rewrite my simplified terms. So 8 divided by 8 is 1. And then 5 divided by 8. So it simplifies. And then lastly, you're going to slide the denominator. So if it's a whole number, you can just leave the factor as is. So x plus 1. And then you're going to slide that denominator. So now it's 8x plus 5. Okay? So hopefully you can do 1, 3, and 4 on your own. Remember, everything needs to get complete. And then there's a couple on the back that I definitely want to talk about. Particularly, let's do number 5. So if you notice, I've taken the boxes away, but I would use your notes for help. I would probably even write the steps right here to remind myself what I do first. So your first step is to rewrite x squared minus 3x, and then you do 9 times 2. Notice I'm just keeping my signs the same. So minus 18. And then you're going to apply the diamond method to that. So we want to multiply to negative 18. We need to add to negative 3. So those two factors would be negative 6 and positive 3. So now I'm going to come over here and write x minus 6, x plus 3. Okay? So I've done the multiply, I've done the diamond, now I'm ready to divide by my original a value, which is 9. Okay? And both of these can be simplified into fractions again. So 6 over 9 simplifies to 2 over 3. And then 3 over 9 simplifies to 1/3. And again, you can do 3 divided by 9, math, enter, enter, and it will put that into simplified form for you. So both of these denominators need to get slid. So the 3 comes over with the x, so we have 3x minus 2, and then the other 3 goes over with the x, and we have 3x plus 1. Okay? So there might be cases where both factors can be simplified into a fraction, and you just need to remember that you have to slide both simplified denominators. All right, what you need to get done is 6, 7, and 8. So I suggest getting everything done in this section and then getting it checked so you know what you're doing right and wrong.